Yo, what's up, people? It's Deltray, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem 9 Maniac mode playthrough. On the last part, we took on the longest chapter in the game by far. Chapter 17, 4 parts. All kinds of awesome stuff happens. Well, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, we did chapter 17. Easily one of the longest chapters in the game. Really cool chapter. I like it a lot. I love how it's divided into 4 sections like that. Makes it feel very epic. And we're going to go on to chapter 18 now. Oh, before I do begin. So I got a message the other day asking, hey man, it's been a long time since I saw you posting anything, that kind of thing. But I've been back for like a week at least. I don't know, probably a week and a half or something like that. So in the off chance that you're not getting these videos to your subscription box and you are subscribed to me, I guess the only thing I could say would be to recommend doing the whole notifications thing. For some reason, YouTube decides that just because you subscribe to somebody does not mean that you actually want to see their content. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea where the logic behind that is. But if you really care about that kind of thing, just get the notifications, I guess. The only thing that kind of sucks is that there are people who will not probably see this, even though they're subscribed to me, and that doesn't really sit right with me. I don't really get that. I don't understand the logic behind that. So I'd ask that if you do watch this and you do enjoy the series, that you would leave a like rating, not just for me, not just because it really helps with me with my self-esteem issues, and it makes me feel loved. No, but because, from what I can tell, videos that get more likes or something like that, they have a better chance of showing up in people's subscription boxes. Like, I don't know exactly how it works, but I do believe that there's some kind of correlation. And it's just, it's kind of stupid that I've been posting videos again for a week and a half, and there are still people who are like, man, I wonder when he's coming back. You know what I mean? It's just silly. It's just silly. But enough about that. Let's go on to chapter 18, Crimea Marches. We're going to start right off back at Begnion, I suppose. Makes sense. There's probably some things to say. You have done excellent work, Ike. Thanks to you, the wound that has scarred Begnion for many long years can finally begin to heal. Yeah, don't worry about it. As promised, Begnion now offers its support to Crimea's restoration. So we did it. Great. Now we can take on Daein. However, Prime Minister Sephirin has yet to return, which limits the reinforcements that I can provide. Be that as it may, what troops I can spare await your command. Use them as you see fit. Thank you. I understand, thanks. That's good news, isn't it, Princess Alencia? Yes, it is. This has taught me a valuable lesson. Our land needs the Lagoos. I also believe that Beork and Lagoos need each other to survive. Music's a little bit loud. There we go. The previous apostle, my grandmother, was desirous of such a world, as were my own parents. Princess Alencia, your father, King Ramon of Crimea, was a true pioneer in the area of Beork-Lagoos relations. In the very near future, I will give the Imperial Senate a few suggestions on achieving a fully integrated society. She's just gonna roll up in there, start laying down the law. That's what I like, Sanaki. Way to go. I doubt the road will be easily traveled, but I can no longer turn a blind eye to these issues. Princess Alencia, you must rebuild Crimea. If you are successful, we will join forces and change the world. Empress Sanaki, your vision surpasses even my own. My father would be so pleased to hear your words, if he weren't dead. Looks like you're through with me. I'll wait outside until you're finished talking. Hold, I'm most definitely not through with you. No, sir. And thank God she's not. Huh? What did I do now? You're as impudent and impatient as ever. Heed me, Ike. If you were to help lead the Crimean Liberation Army, you must be given a more appropriate title. If you're talking about making me a noble, I'll decline, thanks. It's not really my thing. Yeah. You are not in a position to refuse. Giving some nameless mercenary control of Begnion's troops would be problematic. And more importantly, it would affect the troops. You will resign yourself to this and receive peerage from Princess Alencia. What? No, wait, this is absurd. Of all the foolish... No, I don't want to promote. No. You can't make me. I'm sorry about this. If you're absolutely opposed to it, I won't force you. No, I have to do what's necessary. What am I supposed to do now? Put on a funny hat or something? Ike's the greatest. No. Will you lend me your sword? Thank you. Now, may I ask you to kneel before me? Thank you again. Alright, let me begin. In the name of House Crimea, I hereby grant you the title and rank of Lord and all the honors it conveys. Rise, Lord Ike. Is it supposed to make me stronger? I feel stronger for some reason. Okay, Ike, let's go. Can't remember exactly how good of a promotion this is, but at least it doesn't show up at like 2 chapters before the end of the game, so I can't really complain too much. Bum, 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 bum. Got a snazzy new outfit. Yep, still not sure why it makes me stronger. Oh, and he gets 3 defense and 3 strength. Oh my god, look at those stats. Oh yes. Oh yes, like now we're talking. And it even upgrades his character art, which is a really cool touch. I like that a lot. It is done. What an odd feeling. Where did these clothes come from? Aha, your new rank suits you. I completely agree. Yes, it truly does. I suppose. Not that it matters to me. Don't really care about any of this. Jeez, like... So now Ike is promoted. He is a lord. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. Ike is not actually a lord at the beginning of this game. I think he's the only one. I'm pretty sure he's the only one. I guess Alm is not technically a lord at the beginning of the game, but he... Well, never mind. Western Begnion is home to a great forest. At one time, these woods were home to the kingdom of Serenus and ruled by the Heron clan of the bird tribes. A little late for that. I think we know about that game. We only had to spend 4 chapters there. God. Following the Serenus massacre, the forest lost its color and vitality. Some said that it was the sorrow of the goddess made real. For 20 long years, the devout citizens of Begnion trembled in shame and loathing over the crime that they had committed. Didn't actually do anything about it, though. No, sir. The Begnion Empress, Apostle Sanaki, stepped forward as representative of her countrymen. Kneeling before the surviving Heron Prince and Princess, she gave voice to the apology of her people. They refused. No. She spoke not as one nation to another, but as neighbors on the same continent. The massacre was unforgivable. However, hatred breeds hatred, and if the cycle of grief and anger is not broken, it will continue for time without end. It was with this in mind that the Herons accepted the Apostle's apology. But not before some serious ass-kissing. And so it was that Serenus Forest was returned to its former glory. I'm still not 100% on how that happened, but I guess that the idea is that the Herons are incredibly powerful magicians. I don't know what you would want to call it, but they have incredibly powerful magic when it comes to nature. So they were able to restore the forest. Just 2 of them, though. Imagine what an entire tribe of those guys could do. That's actually something to think about. I don't really think that idea ever gets explored, really. Kind of a shame, really. Afterward, as payment for Ike's service, Princess Alincia gained the services of a regiment of Begnion army regulars. Oh boy, my own unit of generics. Though of common birth, Ike receives peerage from the princess and is given command of the army. As the first snow of the season falls, the newly commissioned General Ike takes control of the Crimean Liberation Army. He leads it towards the knife-edged mountains that mark the border between Begnion and Daein. Alright, we're charging right in. See, that's more like it. That seems like an Ike sort of plan, you know what I mean? Just charge in, bust some heads. Think about it later. I'm down. Crimea marches. So we're now on to the 3rd, I guess, maybe final arc of the game? Oh, Ashnard, huh? So they left Begnion, have they?
According to our spy, they marched with a regiment of Begnion's army. They plan to take a land route through Daein and then into Crimea.
They plan to cut across Daein. With nothing more than a single regiment, at whose core is a tattered band of ragtag mercenaries? Gawain's son leads this rabble, yes? How does he stand up to his father's legacy?
He doesn't.
Ooh, sick burn.
He's just a boy, not yet worthy of his father's name.
Disappointing.
Though his skill with the blade is rough, there is something uncanny about him. People seem drawn to him. And not just Begnion's apostle either. He's also gained the trust of the Cyrenus survivors, and the King of Phoenix as well, which is probably the biggest problem, to be honest.
The Herons are alive?
It appears that 2 members of the royal family survived.
Heh. Look how nicely the table's been set for us. Bring one of them to me. I care not which one, and I want the medallion as well.
As you wish.
Well, that does not sound good at all. That does not sound good at all. They're powerful enough to restore an entire forest to life with some silly song or something like that. So yeah, probably don't let the evil Mad King get a hold of that kind of power. That'd be my guess. Once we cross that great wall, we'll be in Daein. Look there, atop the building. Daein Wyvern Riders on patrol. They won't be happy to see us, but Ashnard will be happy to see them. Let me tell you. Tell me, General Ike, have you faced Wyvern Riders in combat? Only a few times. I got the impression that the Kill Boss Ravens were the more dangerous foe. That's fair. They are much faster. If that's your impression, then you have yet to fight true Wyvern Riders. What do you mean? I have no way of judging the ones we see here, but I know another unit. One that was attached to Begnion's Temple Guard. They had their reasons for leaving, but the important thing to remember is that they are exceedingly powerful. Which explains why the Apostle sent you to accompany us. That's right. Pegasus Knights fare better than most against Wyvern Riders. Okay, stop, time out. In what universe does the 10 attack power having Pegasus Knight do anything to the 50,000 defense having Wyvern Knight? Come now, Daein, you might be an exception. But good, let's not put on a face here. Let's not put on airs. You and I both know that Wyvern Knights are the better unit. End of discussion. Except for Marcia, of course. We know the skies as well as they do. Yeah, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, thanks. Can I entrust the flying business to you? Of course. We'll bring honor to the name of the Apostle's Sacred Guards. Ike's afraid of heights? No way. I'd like to report the results of our last battle. Whew, we didn't earn crap for money. That kind of sucks. Lots of experience. A surprising amount of bonus experience, too. I wonder if I could have gotten more or if that was the maximum amount. And of course, Marcia was the MVP. What else? Honestly, I'd be surprised to see anything different for the rest of the game. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities here. Everyone reported exceedingly well. That is all. With your leave, I'll excuse myself. Bye. God damn, Sword. Lay off the crack. He's been on that spear of dust. What else can we do here? Oh, I can get Jill and Mist A rank. I should probably do that. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. Ooh, I could promote Jill. I could promote Jill. I think I want to promote Jill, dude. I think I want to promote Jill, guys. The problem is that other people will start to fall behind a lot if I do that. Okay, first things first. Not screw it, Jill. Promote. Sears level 1. HP, strength, skill, speed, defense. Oh, so good. One more. Maybe I'll just get her to 20 and then have her promote in the chapter. That might be another option. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I really don't want to... I don't want to promote her like this because I'm going to lose so much experience. Okay, Megalov, please. I gave him Night Ward, so he should get speed at the very least. But strength would be great. Okay, you know what? That's like a perfect level up. At the very least, his 2 level ups so far have been good, even though they have not exactly been numerous. I can make that work, I think. I hope. I pray. I should probably boot up Kieran to level 17, right? I'm a little bit worried about Zehar, though. I can do both. But Nephany could also go to 17. Oh, no. I think we'll do Nephany to 17 and Kieran to 17. Zehark's actually still kind of useful just because he's really fast. But I'm afraid that he's not going to be able to double the snipers and such. It doesn't seem likely. You know what? No, Nephany is actually so fast that the Nightband is probably a better choice. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Nightband for her. So the thing is, by this point, a lot of your guys should be promoting. I'm using such a large number of units, and it's Maniac mode on top of that, so I don't really have that luxury. And I also don't have the luxury of strength on my Nephany, apparently. That kind of sucks, because 12 strength is not a lot. It's really not. It's bad. But I guess we're just gonna roll with that. Okay, Kieran. Yeah, bumping up Kieran to 17. Probably not the best move, but I'm gonna do it. Magic, skill, speed, res. Meh. That's all I really have to say about that one. Just eh. Could be worse, could be a lot better. Where's Volkson? I could bump him up to 13. I probably should bump him up to 13. Do I want to do that? The alternative is to give Tormod a bunch of experience. I don't think Braum levels. No, he doesn't. Yeah, let's give it to Volk. Let's give it to Volk. Let go, Volk. Strength, strength, strength. Yes. No speed, though. That hurts. That hurts. That was overall a pretty good level up. I can't complain. Cannot complain. I could have also leveled up Miss, but nah. I'll give her 3 experience. Why? No reason. Alright, soldier, talk to me, babe. In general light, all troops are ready to move out. Alright, can you have them wait? Do you want them to fall out and wait for their tent, or wait in their tents? Or would you rather they form up and stand at attention? Yeah, just have them stand around for a little bit. Nah, go ahead and have them stand down. I'll call them when I'm ready. Yes, sir. Begging your pardon, sir. All troops have been ordered to stand down. However, General Tanith requests your orders. Are Pegasus Knights to stand down as well? Am I supposed to decide that too? General Ike, you've been given command of the entire army, sir. We will not move without your orders, sir. General Tanith's troops are to follow General Tanith's orders. Haha, didn't think about that one, did ya? Understood, sir. General Tanith's Pegasus Knights will not be deployed unless there is a request for reinforcements. Those are the orders of General Tanith. By your leave, sir. God, this sucks. I don't want to lead an army. Jeez, let Soren do that. Actually, on second thought, maybe don't let Soren do that. Tanith, do you have a moment? General Ike, what is it? Is there a problem? I thought you might be able to provide me with some information. Yes? What can you tell me about King Daein? I'd like to know something of him before I have to face him in battle. Truth be told, I've never fought him either. I cannot give you any specifics, but I will tell you what little I do know. Please, whatever you can tell me would be appreciated. Ashnard's coronation. Let me see. Yes, it was 18 years ago. You see, a plague had struck the capital, spreading out to affect the surrounding region of Navasa and beyond. Ashnard was crowned the year after that great tragedy finally subsided. In the entire history of Tellius, no calamity has claimed the lives of so many Beorc and Laguz, not since the Great Flood. So basically, he's king because there was nobody else to do it. Fantastic. 2 years before, it struck Begnion, and the entire population of Sereness was nearly obliterated. The year after that, close to 1,000 Beorc, nobles and peasants alike, perished in Daein. Nobles, you say? So the royal family fell victim to this plague as well? Yes, the reigning king and queen and some 20 or so princes and princesses fell ill, and everyone who fell ill perished. For a time, the people despaired of losing the entire royal bloodline of Daein. It seemed that none would survive. And yet Ashnard survived. How convenient! He did. It is quite interesting, in a sense. You see, his name was never mentioned in any talk of succession before that time. He was of such a distant bloodline that he was highly unlikely to be king. In another place, though, his name was already well known. Where was that? I don't like the answer to this, of course. On the battlefield. Why not? As you know, Daein is home to many brave warriors. At the time, then Prince Ashnard was said to have been a match for an entire troop of Pegasus Knights. Again, why do we keep comparing Pegasus Knights to generals and other armored units? Obviously, they're not going to do that well. That's not a very high benchmark, Tanith. That's all I'm getting at here. Begnion and Daein both keep close watch over their borders, and their patrols fought in many skirmishes. Although there was no war to speak of, these land disputes did end with Daein claiming a small portion of Begnion's soil. It would be no exaggeration to say that this was solely due to the strength of one man, Ashnard. So Ashnard is essentially their version of Marcia, for those keeping score. Forgive me, I have spoken longer than I intended. It's about time we get back to the business of marching preparations. No, thank you for telling me so much. If we have another chance, please share more of your stories. Understood. Jeez, you don't have to take it like that, Tanith. I was thinking maybe we grab a drink. It doesn't have to be so formal all the time. God. What's Tormod have to say? Ike, which troop should we fall in with? We've received no orders yet. Yeah, probably because you're 12. What are you still doing here? Tormod, Miriam. I know I've asked you many times, but are you sure you want to be here? You keep asking that. Maybe you don't want us here. Is that it? I don't know what to think. Ah! No, it's not that at all. Calm down. To be honest, the battle ahead is going to be hard. It looks bleak. I'd rather that those without direct ties to Crimea not get involved. A bleak battle? What about trying to free all the slaves in Begnion? No, those were bleak battles. Bleak battles are our specialty, right, Miriam? Yes, you are. Yet, thanks to Ike's time in Begnion, things have changed completely. That's right. The Apostle has promised to press her investigation until there's not a single Laguz slave left in the entire nation. So, there's no reason for you two to continue fighting, is there? You don't owe me anything. We're gonna fight with you, Ike. We want to help. It is our right to join you in this, just as it is your right to refuse us. To be perfectly frank, I would be willing to beg you to get to... Let's slow down there, Ike. Tormod's not that great yet. I would be willing to beg to get you to join us. Both of you, alright? Alright. Haha, you can count on us. Thanks, bud. I like that there are little follow-up scenes like that, because yeah, it doesn't make sense in a lot of games that some units will just stay with you after whatever task they were trying to accomplish is complete. But here they actually go the extra mile to show that there's sort of like a relationship forming, or you're kind of bonding with your own troops. It's kind of nice. It gives them actual justification. I suppose in a lot of cases it's just assumed that they stay just for the hell of it, or because they believe in what you're fighting for or whatever, but they never explicitly say it. So, kudos to you, FE9, I guess. Supports. Let's do Jill, Miss Day. Can I talk to you for a second, Miss? Sure, Jill. I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to be with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 I'm kinda lonely. Oh. Tell me if I'm bothering you. No. Actually, I was hoping to see you, because I'm kinda lonely too. Well, that's nice. I'm glad you're here. Great. Tee. This is kinda awkward, actually. Yeah. I'm just gonna go over there now. Oh, hey, wasn't that something? Yeah, it sure was. What? The Serenus Forest. The way that Raisin and Leon sang and made those shiny lights and brought the whole forest back to light? It was like a Rush concert. Yeah, that was... Why are you crying, Jill? Why are you crying, man? Now I'm gonna cry. Oh no, Jill, why are you crying? Because that made me understand. The goos aren't bad. I am. I was the one who was wrong. Wrong about what I believed, wrong about everything. Oh, Jill, don't cry. Oh, she does start crying. Why did you lie to me, Father? I've had to endure so much pain. I wish I'd known the truth from the start. My father lied to me, miss. He lied to build me into a heartless warrior, a soldier worthy of Daein. That can't be. It is. No father could treat his child like a tool. There must be another reason. If he lied to you, he must have thought that it would be for the best. Miss, you don't... You're a fool, Jill. A blind fool. I know you're feeling down, but questioning a father's love is ridiculous. Yeah, probably not the best person to be talking to about this. Miss seems like she would, Yeah, exactly. A father wouldn't... Oh, Dad. Miss... Oh, Miss, I know. It's alright. Father, Dad... Miss, no, don't cry. Don't cry, Miss. I just stopped crying. Now I'm gonna cry again. Oh, sorry. Miss, thanks for talking about my father like that. I appreciate it. Jill, maybe I am a fool. Maybe you're right. Doubting even for a second the man who raised me with love and devotion? Something must be wrong with me. But I have to choose my own path. I have to choose a path that I believe in. I'm sure Father will understand me. I'm sure he will, Jill. I know it. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. Jill made a friend, and I'm sure that will never come into play like 4 chapters from now. I think that was the only support, was it not? Yeah, it certainly was. What else do I want to do? So went and forged another hand axe named after Ray, the one and only, the savior of my Fire Emblem 6 randomized playthrough. He was, of course, a hero, and he did literally everything. So, I would be remiss to not include him in this playthrough in some way, shape, or form. Green, obviously. I don't know who I should give him to. There are so many choices here, so many viable options. There we go. Is there anything else that I wanted to do? Of course. So I'm thinking that Marcia is pretty good, but you know what's better than Marcia? Marcia that has a 20% chance to attack again. So let's give her a dip. As if she wasn't broken enough. As if she wasn't good enough. Now she's just 20% better. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do here. I've done basically everything, right? Oscar probably wants something, right? I imagine. Oh, I also bought like 20 hand axes because I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need every single one. Alright, let's do it. Chapter 18 should be kind of interesting. That's so many. There are just so many units in this game, man. They weren't playing around with this. They were not playing around at all. They pulled out all the stops. My Lord Ike, are preparations complete? Yeah. The enemy should not yet be aware that we've come this far. We're gonna launch a surprise attack and try to capture the wall on our first charge. Please wait for us at the base camp. Very well. There's no need to look so worried. We're well prepared, and we've got you as our good luck charm. Thank you for that, but do be careful, my Lord Ike. Hey, don't worry. This may be our first battle as an official army, but we fought Daein many times. We're gonna win. After all, I can't lose my very first battle as a snooty noble now, can I? I believe in you, and I know that you will be victorious. Come back safe. Aw. Is everyone ready? Let's move out. Hold a moment, my Lord Ike. In the sky, something's coming. Who's that? It can only be so many people. Oh, Daein, yes, join us. Ah, Ike, well met. It appears that you're getting ready for your first battle as Crimea's army. Join us! And you're escorting the Heron siblings back to Phoenix, right? That was the original plan, but someone here insisted that we follow you. Quite unreasonably, I might add. You treated us with courtesy, Beork. We must act accordingly. Isn't that so, Leanne? I don't really care about any of this. Exactly. You said your name was Ike, correct? Yes. You aided my sister and me during a time of danger. We Herons hold courtesy in high esteem. We must repay our debt to you. That's really not necessary. We are practitioners of Sade magic. We cannot fight, but we can imbue our allies with strength. If you so wish it, I will travel with you. In this way, I will repay you for what you have done. So here's the thing. There's absolutely no reason to ever say no, even if you don't really want to use Racing. I'm not going to use Racing because nobody had requested to see Racing, and I already have so many units that already fill up my slots. If you refuse Racing, I think you get a renewal scroll or something that's not as good as Racing. And I'm going to take him because he can get another item for you later on. You were lucky to find your sister. Shouldn't you stay by her side? Leanne understands what I do. I see. Well, in that case, welcome. Thank you. I swear on the honor of my clan to do all that I can to strengthen your cause. It's settled then. And you'll get aid from me as well. But not personally or anything. I'm not trying to break the game. No. You gotta wait till the last map for that. Janet. Right here, your majesty. You'll go with the Crimean army and protect Racing. Leave it to me. You too, Oki, alright? Of course. Daein, it's too much. I cannot accept this. You're already watching over Leanne and my father as well. These past 20 years. I know what it's been like for you living in Phoenix. I'm only sorry I can't do more. Daein, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. King Phoenix, I will guard Racing well. When Crimea is retaken, I will see him safely returned to you. I will take you at your word. Don't make me come after you, boy. Your actions have created a bond of trust between yourselves and the Hawk and Heron clans. If you find yourself in a dire position, you can call on me. No matter what, I will fly to your aid. But I am going to be busy for like the next 10 maps, so you know. Well, we got 3 new characters there. Alright. We gained a strong ally, where we had not thought to look for one, didn't we? Yeah. Beork and Laguz. Beast Tribe and Bird Tribe. There's no difference between us. We finally understand one another. And all it took was killing one fat man in a forest somewhere. Yes, I think you're right. Now, let's get started. Everyone, move out. Lego. Oh, and they're free? Oh, no, they're not free. They're not free. I thought they were free. I was kind of hoping they were. Okay, let's start from the top. Oh, no, we get 4 units. That's right. Tanith is now deployable. Let's start here, I guess. Okay, so first up on the chopping block, we got Tanith here. So she joins as a level 10 Falcon Knight with really, really good bases all around. Obviously, she doesn't have that much room to grow with only 10 levels to her name. I believe she starts with B swords, A lances, something like that. No, A swords, B lances. Which kind of makes sense. I'm surprised that Falcon Knights are not some sort of sword-wielding class. It really seems like they should have been, but I'll take it. As for gross, they're pretty good all around. So she has 60 hit points, 40% strength, 35% magic, which matters because the Sonic Sword is a magic blade. 70% skill. You think that's enough? 40% speed, 30% luck, 40% defense, and 35% resistance. Oh no, excuse me, I'm reading the wrong character. My bad. 25% defense and 35% resistance. The rest of that is correct. So overall, pretty good filler unit. Definitely a good filler unit. And she also has this personal skill, which was kind of alluded to in one of the base conversations, where she can call in generic Pegasus Knights twice per battle, I do believe, and they're pretty strong. I think she even calls in like a Falcon Knight, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a pretty good skill. It basically gives, it's kind of like Invoke from Echoes, or like a better version of Summon from Sacred Stones. You don't control the units or anything, but they make a good distraction if nothing else. And they're pretty strong. They're strong enough to actually hold their own. So definitely make use of that if you're going to use Tanith. That's kind of her draw, really. Next up, Rayson. His stats and gross almost do not matter at all, but let's go over them for completionist's sake, I guess. So he has 65% chance to grow hit points, 5% strength. Yeah, 5% strength. 40% magic, though, which doesn't matter at all. 50% skill, 50% speed, 60% luck, 15% defense, and a whopping 50% resistance, which is really the only growth of his that might be useful. He makes a good candidate to waste siege tomes, if that's your kind of thing. But really the main draw is, of course, the fact that he is the dancer of this game. And he can refresh units that are adjacent to him. When he transforms, he works like in Fire Emblem 4, where all adjacent units get refreshed. So he can refresh up to 4 people at once, potentially. Also, while transformed, he gets a boost to movement, as most Lagoos do. And he also has the Kanto ability, so he can move in and out of lines. He's really, really good as a dancer. His only problem is that he comes sort of late into the storyline, but really, he makes up for it with what he can do, I think. And he also restores a small amount of HP to anybody who ends their turn next to him, so that's also pretty nice. Rayson, really good unit. Not going to be using him. Next up, Jennifer. His stats here are obviously a little bit lower. In fact, let me give him the band so we can see what he's really capable of doing. Where is my band? Alright, so Jennifer. Pretty good bases. Obviously, I have the Demi band equipped, so they're a little bit worse than they would otherwise be. But again, his main problem is that he is a Lagoos, and therefore he is restricted by the Lagoos gauge. I think Jennifer has a good one. I can't remember. I'll be perfectly honest. I cannot remember. I usually do use Jennifer because I like him, but yeah, he's just kind of held back by the fact that Lagoos have to wait around before they can really do anything. Of course, you can use Lagoos stones to mitigate that a little bit. At any rate, for his gross. So he has 130% hit points, 55 strength, pretty good, 10% magic, 70% skill, 65 speed, 40% luck, 30% defense, and 25% resistance. So he's not really all that tanky. He has a good enough base HP and base defense that he can take a few hits. He's relatively fast at 20 speed, but at least on Maniac mode, I don't really think that that's going to be enough, to be honest, even if you did want to use him. And then, of course, he's a level 8 Hawk, so he already gains experience at a lower rate. We already talked about his personal skills, so he's very accurate, if nothing else. Not a terrible unit. He has that flight going for him. 8 movement is pretty good as well. I don't see it. I don't see it. I like him. I like the character. Hell, I even like the unit if I was going to be playing like on hard mode or something, but Maniac mode, kind of sketch. Kind of sketch. Last, and quite possibly least, Ulki. Give him the band as well. Okay, so this is Ulki. You can see right off the bat, he's a little bit stronger than Janeth, but he is much, much, much slower. I don't know why you would use Ulki over Janeth. I suppose he's a bit beefier. He's got 41 HP and 18 defense as opposed to 39 and 15. He also starts at a lower level, so he has slightly more room to grow. But if you were going to use a Hawk, I would definitely say Janeth is the man for the job. Ulki's personal skill is probably a little bit better because that avoid boost is nice. But he's also slower, so... In fact, yeah, they would have the same avoid because he's slower. He's 5 points slower, so he loses 10 avoid compared to Janeth, so yeah. Not too much of a difference there. Their growths are pretty similar, too. He has 140 hit points, 60% strength, so he's a little bit stronger. 10% magic, 65% skill, 60% speed, so he's a little bit slower and less accurate, as you can see there. No. 35% luck, 35% defense, and 25% resistance. I guess the idea is that he's a tankier version of Janeth, but Janeth is honestly just much better. His bases really do a lot more for him, I think. So that's really all there is to say about those guys. Tanith is probably the best one as far as combat, and then Rayson is obviously the best one, period, because dancers are so good, but I'm not using any of these guys. Let's go ahead and bring... that looks pretty good, actually. That looks pretty good. Jill obviously is mandatory. Oh god. So bolting. Hold on. I don't see anybody who isn't promoted. Hold on. We're doing this already? Already? So soon? Oh no. Everybody's promoted. These warriors hit like a truck. 50 hit points, 13 defense. Oh my god. 50 hit points. Yeah, those are all generals. Halberdiers. Bolting. I thought there was a tornado guy. No, bolting again. Wasn't there, though? Yeah, the boss has tornado. Okay. He's not that scary, actually. He's not that scary. No, I think Oliver was probably a more threatening boss. Of course, this is a route map, so it doesn't matter. This guy is Blizzard. That's what I was thinking of, actually. Blizzard, not Tornado. I thought Tornado was the Siege Tome. Guess not. 2 Blizzards. They're pulling out all the stops. So yeah, 1 Meteor, 2 Boltings. I could steal a Shine if I wanted to. I might. 1 Blizzard, 2 Boltings. Tornado. Blizzard, which does it put you to sleep? No, it does not. Thank God. That's only Thracia. Only Thracia hates you enough to make Blizzard a status effect inflicting spell as well. These guys are horrifying. This map is horrifying. Oh no. I'm gonna get worked over by siege weaponry, huh? And these Wyvern Riders have 17 defense. That's quite a step up. It's quite a step up. Well, overall, this sucks. Yeah. Not really too much to add there. Bolting is going to rip me apart as I make my way through. I don't think that I can afford to bring Braum here. I can't afford to bring Braum. There's no way. He gets destroyed. Nephany, I think she gets 2-hit KO'd also. She only has 5 resistance. Yeah, Nephany gets eaten alive as well. I can't afford to bring her either. So that being the case, let's bring Soren. Zehark, maybe? Zehark kind of gets eaten, but... he really... No, I have to bring Volk. I have to bring Volk, obviously. Oh, Void only has 1 res. I have to be really careful with how I approach. I'm not sure if the... Dang, man. Those siege weapons are going to eat me alive. I only have 2 uses of the ward staff. Maybe shouldn't have spammed it so much. I don't know. Yeah, I have such limited numbers of units who can actually take 2 hits from a siege tome. The saving grace is that they're really heavy. Bolting's like 13, right? Yeah, 13. Meteor's even heavier. I think it's 15. No, Meteor's lighter. What? Why? Since when? And it weighs 11. They only lose 6 speed. Wow. And Blizzard only takes them down 5, but they only have 10 speed, so basically they're not going to double me. Okay, so this looks horrible, but I think we're going to try this. We're going to try this. This looks like I'm about to lose. Like immediately. Immediately, but let's go. Oh, nay, Sala, you dick. What are you doing here? It appears that the Crimean army has arrived. It's time to put our plan into action. The main body of the Kilvis army will wait atop the western summit. A small unit will remain here and cooperate with you. This is correct, is it not? It is. Is that all you had to say? Well, screw you too. What could His Majesty be thinking? Why does Daein ally herself with some backwater subhuman nation? I don't know. There's no way we can expect to understand the supreme thoughts of the king. I don't think he's that complex, dude. All we can do is perform the tasks set before us by His Highness. That is everything. Yes, of course. The Crimean army has no idea we're aware of their every move. Ah, what vermin. What does that untrained group of vagabonds think they can do? I don't care how talented he is. Their commander is nothing more than a young mercenary with delusions of grandeur. We've nothing to fear. Do you not see Marcia right there? We'll show them what real war is like. And the Kilvis Ravens, how should we deal with them? Those subhuman freaks? Let's use them as bait. We can sacrifice them and reduce our own human casualties. A fantastic idea. Make sure the men are thoroughly instructed. Yes, sir. So maybe they're not gonna move? Hopefully. You there. Oh, you're an unfamiliar face, and I just realized that I messed up. And I also just realized this map is gonna become a lot worse. Okay, well, I have to retry this immediately. I forgot to bring somebody. You'll know it soon enough. You filthy piece of offal, you'll bow your head to a superior officer. Yeah, don't care. He's got a lot of nerve, hasn't he? Is he one of yours? Yes, sir. He's a new recruit who was only assigned to me today. Please accept my apologies for his lack of any training or manners whatsoever. If he's good, I can overlook almost any character flaw. Go ahead and kill as many Crimeans as you can. Help my name and be remembered with honor and glory. Yes, sir. Oh, God. Come to me, dregs of Crimea. I will teach you what it means to oppose the might of Daein. Okay, hold up. Oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? He gets one-shotted by everything. This game just does not want me to be happy. That's my conclusion. Okay, so you can see there we brought the little runt along. Oh yes, we get a new little jingle for the start of the turn. Great, great, great. Actually, let's turn on animations, because there's something weird, not weird, but I kind of like. Should we start with Ashnard? I think so, because then Marcia and Titania can block the way. This guy's range needs to be on at all times, because he can one-shot so many of my characters, it's not even funny. If not outright one-shot, he does enough that almost any other enemy would be able to pick him up, you know? So let's not let that happen. This is kind of what I'm getting at. So something interesting is that from this point on in the game, the battle theme actually changes to something else, which is cool. I like that. I don't know if it's necessarily more or less appropriate than the other one, but it's a nice touch. Keeps things fresh, and I can always appreciate that. I guess Oscar doesn't do enough. Never mind. Never mind. Why would Oscar do enough? Also, I forgot to give Jill a javelin. Yeah, this is not my best opening. Not my best opening. Let's give her a javelin. Oscar's not really contributing here that much anyways. We got Ike in his snazzy new outfit, but he's not doing too much either, but he's going to be important, don't you worry. I don't think I can give this to Jill. But I still want to attack with her. Easy experience and all that. Not too concerned with two halberdiers, I'll be honest. There's 12 points. Oh, she's getting so close. She's getting so very close. Now this guy's a short spear, steel lance, steel bow. I think I will go with the killer lance, and then I will trade her to the spear. That's my plan. It's been too long since we've seen these animations, I think. There was no way I was going to run them. There was no way I was going to run with animations on the last map, though. That would have... We'd still be there. We'd be there for another month or two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll move Marcia here. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Ooh, that's a nice hit. That's a really nice hit. Alright, taste Titania's rage, bitch. Left on 6. That's fine. I can't believe that's not a one-shot, though. This is as strong as you could possibly get in terms of, like, a 1-2 range weapon. And he's still hanging on, man. Everybody else can just bring up the rear, I suppose. Yeah. Grab the runts. I can't believe I have to do this. Seriously, Rolf gets one-shot by almost every single thing on this map. You could probably guess as to why I brought him along. But it's not as simple as it seems. It's not as simple as it seems. God forbid recruiting Shinon be easy. Or intuitive. Oh, I didn't trade her back to the... Ugh. I'm not very good. You also get a new enemy phase theme, which is cool. This guy is going to die. So that's nice. That does a lot of damage. Oh, or we can miss. That's fine. That's also an option. That's also an option. It's almost better, though, because now they're going to attack Marcia instead. And fail to do really anything. This is exactly why Adept, by the way. That didn't take long to pay off. Didn't think it would. Oh, no, attack Marcia. I can't believe every single enemy on this map is promoted as well. Every single one. I don't remember that. That must be a Maniac mode thing. It's gotta be. I am a little dubious as to how I'm actually going to proceed. Okay, Marcia. Okay, Marcia. I missed this. I missed this. I am a little bit wary about how I'm actually going to proceed here, though, because there are siege domes literally everywhere. There's so many. There's an incredible amount. Adept? There it is. Yup. Yup. This was a good idea. This was a really good idea. I don't see the sages moving, though, which is definitely for the better. Absolutely for the better. I have to think about these guys coming in from behind, but it shouldn't matter. Really. They're just going to charge into our back lines and die to whoever happens to be there on that day. So let's try again with Jill. She should be better off this time, I think. Yeah. I have to be a little bit careful. And hopefully we don't miss. Missing here would actually suck a lot. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Ooh, she's getting there. She's getting there. That should be like 30 experience. Not even. Not even. But a few more of those and we're good. Do these guys have bows? No, they only have... This one does. They have 7 movement. Well, here's the thing. There's no way I can possibly one-round them. So I just have to stay out of range, essentially. Unfortunately. Ike might double these guys. Yes, he does, but he is still very, very inaccurate. Only got 3 skill from his promotion. I've never seen an Ike with so little skill, by the way. 13 skill, man. You've got to be kidding. Is this enough? No, not quite. Let's try to crit this guy. I mean, it's a 1 in 3 shot. A 1 in 3 shot that this goes my way. And gone. See you later, bud. Okay, Boyd. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I can appreciate that. He's still got a ways to go before he can remote, unfortunately. I guess I have to clean this guy up. Theoretically, I have to use the spear, but I'll probably adept. I'm just going to do it anyways, so as to not risk anything. There is a 1. Of course he missed. And there's the adept anyway, so I didn't need to do this. I don't think... I don't think Marcia will ever fail to kill something ever again. You know, if there's a way that I can not kill this guy, I kind of want to do it. Hopefully I miss one, because I would rather give this to Kieran. Oh, okay, well, never mind. 60% is just a number to this guy, apparently. I like his new animations. They're more clean. It's like you can sort of tell that he's getting better at this whole sword fighting deal. Alright, so the second I step over here, I'm going to start getting pelted with bolting. Oh no, this guy is bolting. I didn't see you. Hello. Maybe I can somehow encourage him to attack me at... No, there's no way. I was going to say maybe he'll attack Titania, but I don't see it. I don't see that ever being the outcome. Ooh, I can cleanly destroy this guy. What kind of 2-range do these guys have? Short spear, of course. I really hate it when games give enemies nothing but 1 to 2 range options. I understand the logic. I understand what they're trying to do, but really what happens is just annoying. Because that means you have to use hand axes and javelins almost exclusively if you want to be able to retaliate. It wouldn't be as problematic if there was more reason to not use those weapons. Ooh, now we get to see what Soul looks like in battle. And the warrior animation, because God forbid Boyd carry his weight enough to get there. Yeah, I don't like that there are so many short spears and 1 to 2 range options. It's fine for magic. Magic should be 1 to 2 range, I think, but melee classes with that kind of range is just obnoxious, really. Especially because it's so prevalent. Now, if it was just like 1 or 2 guys, that'd be a different story. But it's every enemy on this map. This guy's a hand axe. This guy has short spear, short spear. This guy doesn't, but this guy's a mage, night killer, javelin. You know, it's really, really excessive. Yeah, I don't really care for that. Also, Shinon's here. He's exactly the same as the way he left. Actually, is he a lower level now? He might be a lower level now, which would be interesting. As you can guess, you can recruit him, but you're not going to guess how to do it. If you thought it was just simply talk with Rolf, well, think again. Everybody else. Now, this guy should never hit Ike. In fact, he should never hit Oscar either because of Ike. So I'll move in with Oscar. Who will drink a pure water? I think he should do that. And we're going to continue to Fairy Rolf. Wait, I think I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. I thought I left his range on. Well, that's fine. That's totally fine. We're still good. Ashnard will just hold. Yeah, Ashnard will just hold on to him, I guess. I can't believe how many siege tomes did they need to pack into one map, though. Honestly. And here we go. Soul would be great, Titania. Thank you. I kind of needed to do that sooner rather than later. But now we're totally fine. Now there's no danger in this situation, which is good. Probably should have turned off animations, because there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a ton. And here's where we're going to see that problem that I was talking about. I'm not going to get any damage on these guys. And overall, that's terrible. It's terrible. I suppose I could have just used the hand axe, which probably was the way to go, admittedly. No, they're going to attack Ashnard. This doesn't kill her, but it does a ton. It does 1.5 billion, but she doesn't die. And they move. Why would they not move? Why would they ever not move? So I need to kill the halberdier. Like, that's something that has to happen. I have to kill him so that I can kill the... Oh, no. How do I do this? Do I do this? I don't know. I may have put myself into a losing situation here. I'm not sure. So, in a perfect world, I'd be killing both of the... That's a ridiculous weapon. That's one of the most ridiculous things I have ever seen in my life. Just look at that thing. What are you going to do with that? I lost my train of thought. Right, I need to kill both the sages, basically. Otherwise, it's looking bad for your boy. I think we can make that happen, though. Boyd might greet these guys, I think. Okay, like, how do you do? Probably not well enough. No, not even close. I don't double that guy. which is a bit problematic. It's a little bit problematic. On the plus side, that Sage left himself equipped with a Siege Tome, so I should be able to double him with really anybody. Anybody at all. Did you really need to crit and adapt, Marcia? Did you really? Oh, hold on. What is this nonsense? My frame rate is going to hell. That's bad.